Hello everybody, how you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Today I want to talk to you about how to stay focused, how to stay motivated to do your prepping. Now in today's fast-paced world, that can be really hard to do. You got so many problems to deal with. In the grocery store, you got the empty shelves, you got the high prices, you got high gas prices, you got back orders if you try to order online. You got the shutdown to deal with. You got talk of more shutdowns. You turn your TV on, you have to put up with all the media lies. You go on the internet, you see more lies. Over on this side, you got one prepper saying you need to do things this way. Over on this side, you got another prepper saying you need to do things this way. Not to mention you got two kids behind you crying. You got the dog over here barking. I mean, it can be hard. It can be enough to drive anybody crazy. And that's what I want to talk to you about. Let me get me a seat over here. Let's have a chat. All right, get you a cup of coffee and grab a seat and let's talk. Let's talk about how to stay focused in an SHTF situation. Now for all the non-preppers out there, let me explain what SHTF stands for. That's for when the stuff hits the fan. Yep, that's what it is. When the stuff hits the fan. Now, many people think of that as being one big event, something like a doomsday, where everything just falls apart. But for most preppers, especially the smaller preppers, the stuff is already hitting the fan. You already got problems. Got a lot of problems today. Some people think, well, I don't know what I do if it gets any worse than this. I mean, there are a lot of problems that we face today for preppers. It's here now. SHTF is happening right now for a lot of people. So how do you stay focused? To fix a problem inside of a problem is hard. It's hard to stay motivated when everything around you is just happening in a negative way. It really is. And that's the case with anybody. I mean, it don't matter how positive a person you are, it's still, I mean, it takes some effort to stay motivated. It doesn't just happen. You can't just shut the stuff out. I mean, that's what you need to do. You need to just shut it all out and don't listen to it and just stay positive. But that's hard to do. Easier said than done. It's really hard. And I want to make some suggestions about how to do that. One thing, prepping needs to be run like a business. Run it like you would a business. And it is a business. I mean, for some it's a hobby. I understand that. They just do it just a little along and do it whenever. But even then, I mean, it's a small business. I mean, you got large business, you got small business, you got large preppers, and you got small preppers. It's all the same. I mean, we all doing the same thing. We all prepping. We all preparing for something. I mean, maybe not some big event, but for some hurricane or losing your job or sickness or just anything could happen, and you need to be prepared for it. I mean, it's insurance. I mean, it's in case of something does happen. It doesn't have to be some big event. I mean, that you have to use your prepping. I mean, it could be for anything. It's so many things that could happen that you would need it for. And but it's hard. And if you run it like a business, and you're gonna have a plan. Every business has a plan. They have a long-term plan, a 5 or 10-year plan, and then they have a short term. They have a year plan, a monthly plan, a weekly plan, and even a daily plan. A business knows what's going to happen tomorrow. I mean, the next day and the next day. They have it all wrote down. I've owned a lot of business in my lifetime, and you can't make it in a business if you don't have a plan. And then you have to follow your plan. You plan your work, and you work your plan. Like I said, it'd be easier just to shut all the stuff out if you could, but that's hard to do. If you got a plan, you can look at your plan and say, well, this is my plan now. This is what I got to do. And it becomes habit. It's a small business. I mean, if you run it like a business, you'll see that it works so much better. Make your plan, write it down, or step by step, what you want to do. You got your prepping business. It's a prepping business. You plan it out, and then work your plan. And you need to stay positive. You need to. A long time ago, I used to write some articles about staying motivated. I was in sales for a long time, and you have to stay motivated when you're in sales. And as a business owner, you have to stay motivated. I mean, you can't run a business without being motivated, without the desire to do whatever you got to do to keep it going. I mean, it's following a plan is what running a business is. Okay, let me be clear here now. Running your prepping like a business won't solve all your problems. Having a plan won't solve all your problems. You're still going to have to work around your problem. Every business has problems. Every business has to work around those problems. They have a plan, and that plan can be thrown off by problems, but still they have to work around the problem. I mentioned that I wrote some articles, and I wrote some books a long time ago. Now, I'm not trying to sell you a book or anything like that. These books never was available to the public. I wrote them for entrepreneurs, salespeople, and small business people, those that wanted to stay motivated, to stay focused. This one here was called Inspiring Words to Help Get Your Lazy Butt Off the Couch. This one teaches you how to get things done, how to just do it. This here is one of my favorites. It's Wisdom from Wise Minds. I've always enjoyed reading the famous quotes from famous people. People like Ben Franklin, Mark Twain, Abraham Lincoln, Kennedy, George Washington, Socrates, and all the famous dead people. You can learn a lot from the dead people. All these people left us their wisdom condensed down into small sentences, quotes. I've always enjoyed reading those quotes because they tell you a lot. And Winston Churchill once said, every man who didn't go to college can largely make up for that lack by reading the wise sayings of the great men of the past. Ben Franklin once said, reading a simple wise saying changed my life. There's something about reading these little wise sayings or quotes that just stick with you. And they sum up a lot. I mean, they just give you a good feeling. They just come back to you when you need it. In this book here, I had 52 quotes. And the idea was to read one quote a week. Every Monday, read a quote. Come back to it every day that week and just think about that quote for the whole week. You do it for 52 weeks. There's 52, well, there's more than 52, but they had 52 main quotes in it that you was to read, one a week. If you read one quote a week, it'll change your life. I mean, you won't believe it. You need to try it. In fact, I'm going to start doing a video starting this Monday, January the 3rd. I'm going to do one every week, every Monday morning, 8 o'clock. I have a little short video, just a 2-minute video. Have one famous quote in it, and then some little sayings that help get you started off on a good week. Like I said, just reading one little wise saying can stick with you, and it can change your life. It really can. Not just with you prepping, but if you own a business, or you're trying to grow your YouTube, or you own some other kind of business, or help you on your job. But I'm doing it for the preppers. I mean, it'll help you prep. It'll help you stay focused. And that's the point of it. It'll help you stay focused. Now, look for that every Monday. Hopefully I can do it for 52 weeks. I don't know. We're going to do it for a few weeks and see how it goes. And I may have to quit it after a few weeks if it doesn't get that much response. But who knows? It helped. It helped me. One of my favorite all-time quotes is, "You can have anything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want." My old friend Zig Ziglar, a famous motivational speaker, he made that quote famous. You can have anything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want. Remember that. I mean, it's not about you. It's not always about you. It's about other people. If you put other people first, then your life will come first. I promise you that. Anyway, I'm gonna make this a 2-part video. The next video, I'm gonna show you how to get things done. I'm gonna share a secret with you that'll change your life if you apply it. Anything I say won't help if you don't apply it, but I hope that you do find something that I say that you can apply. And I'll see you on the next video. And just keep prepping, everybody. You're doing it for a purpose. I mean, you can't go wrong by stocking up, by being prepared. And that's what prepping is, being prepared. Just hang in there, folks. I'll see you on the next video. Thanks a lot.